Welcome to Merry Milo. Let's sing and celebrate.
Nibble Numbat with his pen counted nuts from 1 to 10. He stacked them high in wobbly towers among the trees and leafy flowers. Nibble Numbat found a 3 behind the roots near buzzing bee. He squeaked with joy and clapped his toes, then counted 4 in tidy rows. Nibble Numbat saw a 5 that bounced with joy and came alive. He chased it through a grassy loop, then met a squirrel with number group. Nibble Numbat drew a chart with numbers shaped like forest art. He pointed out a sneaky 9 that giggled on a leafy vine. Nibble Numbat sang with cheer while counting seeds both far and near. He tapped his nose at number 8 and rolled a 10 on silver plate. Nibble Numbat closed his book in a cozy hollow nook. He curled with numbers in his head and counted dreams while snug in bed.
Rusty Raccoon with tapping paw found some rocks near grassy straw. He drummed the beat on one so round and made a clappy, snappy sound. Rusty Raccoon clicked sticks with cheer as forest critters gathered near. They stomped and clapped in perfect time to Rusty's fun and bouncy rhyme. Rusty Raccoon spun in delight, drumming through the morning light. He tapped a log, he kicked a cone, with rhythm beats all of his own. Rusty Raccoon made music swing, with leaves that rustle when they sing. He found a shell and gave it knocks, while dancing on his rhythm rocks. Rusty Raccoon called out a beat, and chipmunks tapped with furry feet. The forest rang with joyful sound as Rusty twirled and spun around. Rusty Raccoon at end of day put all his tapping tools away. He curled beside a mossy tree and dreamed of beats in harmony. Drifty dragon soared up high, wings like pillows in the sky. He painted clouds with cotton threads and looped around the mountain heads. Drifty dragon fluffed the air with cloudy shapes both wide and fair. He made a bunny, boat, and bear that floated gently everywhere. Drifty dragon flew so slow, where sky blue rivers softly flow. He tugged a cloud to form a moon, and shaped a duck with whistle too. Drifty dragon spun a wheel of marshmallow clouds that looked so real. He danced between the swirls of white and waved to stars with pure delight. Drifty dragon hummed a breeze that carried clouds past sleepy trees. He whispered, "Let the skies all play," as fluffs and tufts flew far away. Drifty dragon curled in light on cloud that glowed so soft and bright. snored a puff and closed each wing, and dreamed of clouds and songs to sing. Tilly Turtle took a slide down the grassy garden wide. She giggled past the daisies tall and rolled into a leafy sprawl. Tilly Turtle touched a toe to a giggle bush that tickled so. She laughed and twirled in clover beds with butterflies above her head. Tilly Turtle tapped her shell and made the laughing daisies yell. Each step she took, a giggle grew with tickled grass beneath her shoe. Tilly Turtle met a bee who buzzed and giggled by the tree. They spun around in flower shade and tickled games the two had made. Tilly Turtle found a slide of mossy fluff and ferny pride. She zoomed and laughed with tickled joy, like every shell was now a toy. Tilly Turtle curled up tight under clouds all soft and white, and dreamed of tickles calm and slow on trails where happy giggles grow. Lacy Lark with morning cheer searched for letters far and near. She found an A, an apple tree, and sang the sound so joyfully. Lacy Lark flapped near a bee that buzzed around a blossom tree. She circled C and dove for D while teaching sounds from A to Z. Lacy Lark met Buzz and G, who giggled through the flower sea. She sang with M and N and O, then taught the squirrels how to go. Lacy Lark traced S in sand, then pointed out a leafy strand, with T and U in perfect line, and V that sparkled like a sign. Lacy Lark with singing tone drew W on mossy stone. She chirped with X and Y on log, then hugged a sleepy letter frog. Lacy Lark flew home with pride, with all the letters by her side. She wrote their names in feathered style and dreamed of alphabets in pile. Lacy Lark with morning cheer searched for letters far and near. She found an A, an apple tree, and sang the sound so joyfully. Saffron snail with shiny trail spun her shell along the rail. She drew a path in curly loop, then slid into a flower group. Saffron snail drew circles wide around the trees and garden side. She spun in spirals soft and slow, with blossoms cheering as she go. Saffron snail made spiral art with glitter mud and grassy heart. She painted swirls on pebbled stone in rainbow curves she called her own. Saffron snail met worms who wiggled, and in her spirals danced and giggled. They made a maze of gentle bends that looped and curled without an end. Saffron snail twirled near a vine and drew a shape so round and fine. The butterflies flew round her trail and whispered, "Wow, dear Saffron snail." Saffron snail curled up in bed with dreams of loops inside her head. She blinked and sighed with sleepy glee and dreamed of one more spiral spree. trails and marked spots of snowy whales. Waffles, the walrus used a shell to trace the caves where sea stars dwell. He charted clams and slippery slope, the tiny flag and polar rope. Waffles, the walrus wrote the chart and placed the dot near Anchor Heart. He mapped the fish in rainbow bands and drew a boat with jelly hands. Waffles, the walrus sang a rhyme of every sea and sailing time. He labeled spots with crabby flair and even drew a polar bear. Waffles, the walrus smiled with pride as turtles swam from side to side. He looked upon his icy map and gave him hugs and gentle clap. Waffles, the walrus snored that night beside his map in lantern light. Mango moth flew light and free over blossoms near the tree. She heard a tune that sang her name and danced into the music came. Mango moth spun round a rose where melody like honey flows. She followed notes that floated near and smiled at every joyful ear. Mango moth met chirping frogs, singing songs on lily logs. She flapped in time with buzzing bees and drifted through the melody breeze. Mango moth skipped through the air while flowers sang without a care. She glowed with joy and fluttered near where songs were sung for all to hear. Bee with yellow glow buzzed above the flowers low. He twirled in loops, then dipped with grace in blossom fields, a lovely place. Bee spun left and right through tulip petals soft and bright. He danced with bees in petal line, a ballet made of bloom and shine. Bee took center stage with the daffodils as ballet cage. She lifted legs and hummed a tune while sunbeams kissed the blooms of June. Bee leapt in the breeze and bowed beside the apple trees. He fluttered fast, then turned around and never touched the flowered ground. Bee waved wings in air as lilies twirled with fragrant flair. He tapped a rose, then zipped through vines while petals cheered in perfect lines. Bee in sunset haze flew home from all his dancing days. He curled inside a flower snug and dreamed of blossoms warm and snug. Doodle dragon flapped with flair, searching numbers in the air. He found a 1 on apple tree and giggled softly, "Come with me." Doodle dragon peeked through 2, painted blue with morning dew. He built a nest of sticks and 3 that jingled like a melody. Doodle dragon marched past 4, then danced in circles on the floor. He tapped a 5 with bubbly grace and blew 6 clouds all over space. Doodle dragon hopped on 7, pointed upwards straight to heaven. He drew an 8 with curling string and flew in loop-de-looping ring. Doodle dragon traced a 9 with berries dipped in sugar shine. He counted 10 with wingtip brace and cheered aloud from place to place. Doodle dragon flopped down low in a nest of numbers soft and slow. He whispered each one like a song and dreamed of counting all day long. Doodle dragon flopped with flirt in a nest of numbers soft and slow. He whispered each one like a song and dreamed of counting all day long. Doodle dragon traced a 9 with berries dipped in sugar shine. He counted 10 with wingtip brace and cheered aloud from place to place. Doodle dragon flopped down low in a nest of numbers soft and slow. He whispered each one like a song and dreamed of counting all day long. Pickle Puff, a pancake pup, woke to butter bubbling up. He flipped and flapped with syrup shoes and danced with giggles he could lose. Pickle Puff bounced on a plate with pancake pals and felt so great. They poured some jam and chocolate swirl and spun in maple syrup twirl. Pickle Puff made breakfast fun with sticky smiles for everyone. He hopped on toast and slid on jam and jiggled like a jelly ham. Pickle Puff met eggs and fruit and sang a song so soft and cute. He made a stack that touched the sky with berries blinking up so high. Pickle Puff waved fork and spoon and wiggled to a butter tune. He laughed and clapped with all his might in pancake joy from morn to night. Pickle Puff in napkin bed, curled with crumbs around his head. He licked his lips with sleepy grin and dreamed of syrup once again. Pickle Puff, a pancake pup, woke to butter bubbling up. He flipped and flapped with syrup shoes and danced with giggles he could lose. Penny Pika popped with cheer as kernels danced from far to near. She tossed them high into the sky and watched the popcorn flutter by. Penny Pika led the line, a popping friends in happy time. They marched through fields with buttery glee, a popcorn party wild and free. Penny Pika wore a hat of fluffy corn, both round and flat. She skipped along the golden grass while giggles bubbled up like gas. Penny Pika popped each step and made her popcorn friends all pep. They spun like fans and clapped in rows with kernels dancing on their toes. Penny Pika twirled and clapped as giant popcorn gently snapped. They made a mountain tall and bright and slid down laughing through the light. Penny Pika snuggled tight in popcorn fluff so warm and white. She yawned and blinked with sleepy smile and dreamed of popping all the while. Penny Pika wore a hat of fluffy corn, both round and flat. She skipped along the golden grass while giggles bubbled up like gas. Penny Pika popped each step and made her pop popcorn friends all pep, they spun like fans.
Wiggly Wren began to sing while riding on a windy wing. She whistled as it danced in air and curled through trees without a care. Wiggly Wren flew round the bend. Her whistling song would twist and send a melody so full of light. It sparkled in the morning bright. Wiggly Wren met dandelions that danced like notes in windy signs. She flapped and laughed in fluffy song and carried every breeze along. Wiggly Wren soared up with pride while winds beneath her feet would glide. She sang with joy and chirped in glee, a wind-born wren in harmony. Wiggly Wren tapped twigs and leaves with rhythmic steps on breezy eaves. Her whistle echoed through the hill where all the birds sat calm and still. Wiggly Wren slowed down her song as twilight stretched the sky so long. She curled up warm and feathered den and dreamed of singing once again.